Dupree. A lot of them had my demo, and Puffy had my demo too, because me and him met a couple times, and I was doing the music. Then I was asked to come to see Clive Davis, and I went in that office, and let's say I was asked to do something that I didn't want to do, and I walked away from it from then. Whoa. So that was my turning point. I know I might get in trouble for this, but I don't care. So it's like...
in fact, my next question was to be a bit controversial. I don't know if you would be open to answer this, but are the allegations, you know, some of these allegations that we get to hear about how that world is, you know, and what you need to do sometimes in order to get some deals, the allegations are true?
Depends on who we're talking about. Depends on who we're talking about.
No, we hear things like the humiliation rituals and so on.
Some things are far-fetched and some things are added on, but I will say this: you get asked to do certain things, and you can choose to walk away from it if you want to. Some people, you get manipulated into doing, all right, let me put it like this, from my experience.
Yeah.
I was dropped off by an A&R person dropped me off to a big executive's house. And I was told, like, he is this kind of way. Oh, he's this kind of way, and I was like, but I'm not that kind of way. Oh, but you just go and just talk to him. You don't have to be that kind of way. I was dropped off there. And I did go, and I was in the house, and he was talking and talking, and I just left him in the kitchen. I just walked out the house, and that was kind of the beginning of my downfall. And you can't elevate to a certain level unless you commit to certain things, and I'm trying to find the right word.
Yeah. So you kind of like become blacklisted or something?
No, you never really blacklisted. The door is always open. As long as like time is on your side with music wise, but you being asked to do these things, and sometimes they ask you to do it once, and if you do it, you're being. I have to watch what I say, so I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. So I don't wanna,
yeah, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah. So, well, so for you, you decided this is not for me, and you opted out.
Yes.
And you opted out completely of the secular world. Is this to say that you just still cannot exist in that secular space if you don't conform to what some people want? Or
unless like if you have powerful family members in that, you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. You know what I mean? So, but if you don't, you have to.
Yeah. So it depends with who do you know. If you know some people who are, you know, can call their shots, then you don't need to conform to some of these things that you wouldn't want to get into.
All right, let's put it this way. I went to a party, right? And let's put it like this. Puffy, despite how powerful he was, he had to still continuously do certain things. And this is my opinion. And what he learned and what was done to him, instead of saying like, well, I'ma change this on it, he just, what was done to him, he just was doing it to other people too. And we all point fingers at him, but it don't start with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to say no more.
Okay, I want us to finalize on that bit. Yeah. So who are the custodians when it comes to the music scene? Do we have specific custodians? You don't need to mention names.
You mean like in secular music? Or
Yeah, do you have people who
because it's in the
are-
gospel scene too.
Oof.
You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it 100%. Like, if I'm a gospel artist, truth matters. You know what I mean? And you know, you don't. I always learn a fool speaks his tells this whole thing, but it's in the gospel too. It's not just in the secular scene. It's in the gospel scene too.
So you switched up, went to the gospel scene, and found out, well, it's the same thing over here too.
Not when you say over here. What do you mean?
Like it's the same thing that you were.
I haven't seen it in Africa.
Okay.
But
okay,
I've seen
okay.
it in the gospel scene over there too as well.
So to be specific, it's not in the
It's not-
continent
it's
in
not.
Africa. You haven't experienced it here.
Let's say this here. You know, like how you have the secular world, you have the gospel world, but there's a set of people that run in both still. There's a set of people that run in both still.
I hear you on that, and I get
So
you.
that's why I do everything myself. I finance myself. I do everything myself. So to get away from that.
Okay, okay. I hear you on that. So now you are fully a gospel musician, and just how has that been like for you as you know, got to make the switch? How has it been like for you doing gospel?
It's more like a breath of fresh air. It's more, I feel more stress-free, like a heavy weight is lifted off my shoulders. You still have certain things, obstacles, and you have to get through, but I like it.
All
I
right.
like it much better.
Okay. How would you describe your kind of music, the kind of music that you do, the genre? Because, you know, when I get to listen, I hear some reggae kind, I hear some dancehall kind, then there's rap as well. So how would you describe your music?
I would say they say like, you know, like I heard my pastor said once, like Africa and America, like gospel did not start with America, and he's American because, you know, like we listen to gospel music and we attach it to like America. Like, okay, it's supposed to sound like the American way of music. If not, it's not gospel music. If you really think about it. And I don't really focus on beats. I focus on the message. So then people get to like say, okay, like this. So that's why you don't see me, you'll hear different genres, reggae, gospel, this, that. I'm all over the place.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and since you're in Kenya right now, are we expecting any project with a Kenyan artist from gospel side?
I was approached by one of y'all artists, a huge one, to do stuff, but I said no, because I'd rather work with the unheard of names down here, the people that don't get a voice or get a chance. So that all those kind of people on my songs, I write all my songs and arrange them, of course, and but I like to work with the underprivileged people who from Kenya. I've heard this girl was doing like making chapatis and she was singing, and I just picked her and took her and used her for one of my songs. So I'd rather work with people because those are the people who feel they don't have a chance, who have no one. The famous people, they'll be all right. They're rich and famous already, they'll be okay.
So you do it to support them?
Yes, because I know how it feels to be one of them. So I'd rather do it that way. And people say, oh, but if you collab with this person, this guy, this artist, y'all know. They was like, oh, if you collab with him, he have millions of followers, you can just get big over here in Kenya. I was like, well, God created him, right? They was like, yeah, I guess so, God will make me big then. So I'll just leave it like that.
Yeah. So would you say that's your calling, or that's your purpose rather? Would you say that is your purpose, to just uplift the next person as well?
I really don't know. I just try to do good when I can. I'm not perfect. I do make a lot of mistakes, especially transitioning, but I'm trying really hard. It's a journey and a walk, and I think no one is a measuring stick for when someone should change. That's between them and God. So because usually I get people like I make a mistake, they're like, oh, you're supposed to be a gospel artist, how you this and that. Like I'm not human too. I'm just doing gospel music and trying to find my way to God like anyone else. So.
And you know, that happens. I think that happens everywhere, whereby we get to judge gospel artists very harshly. Like you expect them to be perfect.
Yeah.
You expect them to have no dirt at all. But we're all humans at the end of the day, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, we're all humans at the end of the day. I want us to talk about your music, lessons in life. Tell me about that particular music. Is it from your own life experience, just as the name suggests?
You know, when I started doing music, like I would like think of things, like I would see people going through things or my personal experience, and I write based off of that. I stopped doing that. So songs will just be in my head. I don't know why they're there. I just write them and put them out. Then sometimes like a month, 3 months pass, I see something happen and someone can relate to that song, and I just say, oh, maybe that's why I wrote that song. But I stopped trying to figure out what's going on in my life or someone's life in order to base that on writing a song. I just write them.
Yeah. So where exactly do you draw your inspiration?
Maybe God, maybe hopefully and not the devil, but like because sometimes everything that happens that we feel is good, we say is God. Sometimes it's not. The devil is very manipulative. But yeah, like songs are just there. Now I'm talking to you, songs are there. So I just write, and then hopefully it would affect someone in a positive way, or maybe that song was meant for someone I don't know yet or ever heard of. So.
Yeah. If you could just take us through your songwriting process. How does that look like from the beginning to, you know, the final product which we get to watch?
Usually, like, well, people, like, I would tell, like, someone I know that do you know anyone that sings? They would send me a bunch of voices, and then, because the songs are in my head already, and then I would just put that voice to the song, but it takes me like, probably like 5 minutes, I'm done a song. 5, 10 minutes, just write. Like I'm writing an essay and it's done.
In 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah.
Wow, nice, nice. It must take someone who's truly just talented to be able to just write that quickly. 5 minutes, you're done with writing your song.
Yeah, well, I hope. Sometimes I don't write nothing down. Sometimes the songs are just there. So because they're there constantly, you kind of start memorizing them because they're there. Okay. So it's easy to then.
All right. As we finalize the conversation, I want us to talk about Lift Me Up, the song. If you could just tell us a bit about it before we get to listen to it. Yeah,
it's a really weird reason why I had a pet dog, and when I was 10 years old, and someone poisoned it, and that song kind of partially came about because of that I had, and I just wrote it. Actually, I wrote that down here in Kenya, and it's about when you feel down, is always someone there to uplift you, which is God. And don't matter, I know sometimes we go through things and someone, your friends and family, oh, it's gonna be okay, just pray. You like, I don't want to hear that. It's not helping, but it do help. And so it's a lifting song to say, whatever you're going through, whatever is going on, you know what I mean? Whatever you think, whether you think he can or can't do it for you, just try it. Just pray and ask God to lift you up from whatever situation you're in.
Okay, before I let you go, I want you to also just weigh in on the question of the day. And our question of the day, as I had mentioned when we were beginning this interview, is where do we draw the line between criticism and sensitivity, especially when it comes to matters mental wellness for celebrities?
I think you have to know how to critique people and situations, because the Apostle Paul said, like, it became... you know, he became like something to all men to win them. You know, he became like them in a sense. So my thing is like, every situation you should always tell the truth about it, but it's a way to go about it, because all personalities are different. I may be able to come and approach you direct about something. I may not be able to come and approach somebody else about it for them to listen. So you have to understand your surroundings, understand the person's problem, understand how they think and how they behave, and then you'll really know how to critique, how to go about critique, because you can make it worse even by telling the truth. Telling the truth can make things worse. I'm not saying that you shouldn't tell the truth, but when sometimes you go direct and you say something, it can make things worse. You have to know how to critique.
Know how to say
how to go about it.
I hear you on that. And now, if you can just mention, you can speak to the camera, talk to your fans from Kenya, and talk to the new fans that you will be gaining from the show today, and just let them know where to find your music and where to also get to keep up with you on social media.
Hi, hello Kenya. Thank you for having me here. I think you're very beautiful people. Hopefully, if you like the music and stuff, you can support it, because I'm here to try to push the movement forward with God. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple Music, among others. YouTube is on TRB1 Vision, TRB1 Topic. And my name is kind of unusual, so once you type it in everywhere, I just pop up. So thanks you once again for having me. I appreciate you. I appreciate your country. I appreciate your hospitality. May God bless you all. Have a great day.
Amazing. And now that you've mentioned it, I know we're winding up. We're winding up. TRB1.
Is Tony Robert Braffett. That's my initials, and the one is just like victory.
Okay.
So I just put it like.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for gracing our show this morning. It was a pleasure having you. So if you can just finish with Unique playing us one of TRB1's songs.
Thank you.
Lord, lift me higher and higher. Lift me, oh Lord, lift me higher and higher.
That's right. Lift me up, Lord. I feel down, but I know, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Lord, have